Context? But the remake created some interesting little critters on the space station. Accommodate them temporarily in the seclusion zone. And I would like you to nurture these little ones. There are so many researchers. They won't be soon enough. With Mr. Skrillum's help, I upgraded robot programs. Okay. That is a side quest. That is a side quest. So...
It's getting late. Where to now?
Is Asta not here? Oh, Gula, I heard her now. Okay. The idea here looks familiar. Richard Know-It-All? So you knew of the handle I used before that account got nuked. Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do we deal with the situation? What situation? You still don't know? No, I don't. Oh, what is that? Hello?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Okay. Look at this, they are walking all over us, positively assaulting Madame Herta at this rate. Yeah, right. At this management of the space station is for real so crappy. The Legion incident aside, how could they allow Madame Herta to be attacked on our own turf? Just, what is going on? I really hate these imbecilic pests sit in high places and do nothing. But when all is said and done, after the Legion crisis, the space station has done a good job in revitalizing and rebuilding. You got a point. Those are two different kettles of fish. Besides, they were never that competent to begin with. Isn't the main focus Herta's safety? Yeah, shouldn't we take care of her? Let's not poke our noses into other people's businesses. Isn't that us' jobs? Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of their work. As for how to get things done, that's for them to worry about. You sure have some bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You're absolutely right, Rich, know it. You spoke my mind. Comrades, what is our goal? To rid ourselves of all imbecilic pasts. What am I reading? Okay, let's go in here. What is this? Oh, a weekly thing. Let me go in. Anything else here? Ah, that's the... Okay, I see. It's adorable. Oh, I even did a few of these. When did I do that? Huh. Don't even remember. Sorry. Oh. What a jump scare. Hello?
Mr. Skrillum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
Excuse me, sir?
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers.
What is going on with him?
We cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
There was no surveillance?
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range.
How convenient!
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Huh?
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence.
His eyeliner
but
game
her
is so strong.
subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell
Yes.
me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
We were in a meeting. Yeah, I was running errands for her.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Some system hours ago.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces
What
of it.
happened? And
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that? This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
okay.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Also clues about the lost curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
A jinx?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Oh, I love
Well, I might be the
Bubbles.
Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person too.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting.
Exactly that thing.
We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for us. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler.
I already forgot about it, don't worry. Explore your memories and obtain crucial clues in the form of cognition chasms. Okay.
Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Is this like the Genshin thing from Fontaine? No, okay, it's
It was
literally
at-
just...
Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
Oh no.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are your people up to?
We're walking the dog.
What dog? You're missing the dog.
We're having a walk.
Can you get your stories right first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
There is no dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Oh, you think so?
Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too.
I thought you're walking a dog.
That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
What scene?
No danger. Of course he's not in danger.
Sure.
Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
It's not like you tried,
You'll need to
sweetheart.
talk
It's not
into
like
me
you
next
tried.
time.
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk.
Am I the dog now?
Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help.
Will he?
Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Oh, there he is.
Over there!
Oh, there's the dog
As I
that they
thought,
were
he's
walking.
in trouble. Let's go.
Oh. Can I auto battle this again? Awesome. Let's go.
Rise! The fight is set.
Just a scratch.
Savor it for me.
Why is my healer not healing once?
Are made to be broken.
World cleansing dragon.
What's in your prescription?
Break.
Easy.
Peppy, are you okay?
Woof woof. Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
Okay.
So,
talk to me.
Which curio do you want to know about?
One that has no body but is alive.
All you got? Too abstract.
That's all Herta gave me. That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be a Vubabo.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I don't know, Sasha. I haven't been playing this game a lot. I heard something like that also exists in the...
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying.
Okay.
Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but... what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
To the present of certain hazy memories, some content will appear as... yeah, okay.
Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember...
Let's go further.
A curio that's a lot.
Oh god, do I just have to go back and forth? Recall missing
How's
memories.
it going? Did you find the information you're after?
I haven't made any progress yet.
Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead.
It's Adler though.
See?
I know the name of the
pretty
researcher
outstanding.
now. I heard you're in a... You seem a little anxious.
Me? Is it that obvious? Oh. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Let me see. Researchers' disappearances?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
Yes. Do you need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight.
I know that I just talked to Adler.
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the
Am I stupid? Didn't I literally just
identifying
talk
that
to
person
that
is
guy?
crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Let me describe. Send me a signal when you see.
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit.
What do I do?
The other person should be from... Not here. That person is probably with the Department of Insight. The other person should be... The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should...
It is showing me to Herta, but when
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making
talk
sense
to
of...
these guys?
What brings you here?
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit.
Why
and
does
secure,
this sound so
allowing you to
terrible?
connect straight to the intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
This sounds so sketchy.
You flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
Let's find Emily. Emily, where are you? Found you.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent looking young lady.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Okay, the one side
See
is always
this
the
material
sign.
here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been?
Sorry if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body, but
I was
is
supposed to find
alive.
Adler.
Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that. Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Cienjo species Emily...
Okay, so we go back to Adler now.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About...
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Yeah. This one? This one?
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About the researchers' disappearances.
How did you know? I see.
I'm smart.
Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
That sounds like not a good thing. That sounds dangerous.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
He said it might be a Bubabo.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the...
What did I say?
She's not wrong.
Shanzu Alliance.
That's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy.
Are those the ones that like...
Huh.
like recome one more time. You have to defeat
I
twice.
have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day.
Okay.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from the start.
Okay, back to Herta.
Let me describe it again and send me a signal when you see.
I think she mentioned
On my
something
Steam,
important. If
yeah,
only there
you
were
get
some
that
hints.
automatically because you watch it. You get drops.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. Send me a signal when you see traces. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Okay, we're done. Oh, thank God. Because you did very good and you watched my stream. Exactly.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted.
I am.
My ears certainly are.
Bitch.
So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Asta?
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in full system
didn't
hours.
we say
But
she
as it
got
stands,
kidnapped? How
not
am I gonna
a
ask her?
single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
He hates me.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit.
It's Frita, hi.
When one is
How you
immersed in
doing?
academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers.
Why would I kidnap Herta?
Based on your
Fucking
story,
hell.
you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Yes.
I remember now. Back then.
You're on the way home?
That's enough pretending. Please
Wow.
be quiet.
What a bitch. Take care getting home, that's what I wanted to say,
Based
sorry.
on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story.
Do I just
If you
defend?
knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Okay.
Don't interrupt other people.
It's the Fontaine chapter, yes.
Did no one teach you manners?
Wow.
Based on your story.
Oh my
you
god.
met with Herta because
I remember now. Back then.
That's enough pretending. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation.
I also
It
just want to
holds
punch him
some
in the face.
special
Oh my god,
meaning
he's
to
making me
Herta.
so angry.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes.
However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one?
I remember now.
That's enough So what's the story?
Conjecture. Asta.
Then you said you however, So what's the story?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher
This is
management
main story
ever since
quest.
the Antimatter Legion's invasion.
Technically.
Another severe incident would
Don't ask
further
me how
intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Yes.
Oh.
I was expecting something else for a story
explains
update.
Why
This-
Lady
I did-
Asta approved of my participation. After all, they wouldn't be partial to anyone. But would still
Trailblazer
act for the space
continuation, which
station's
usually is
benefit.
main story.
Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act.
Doubt me all you and I are no different.
Oh? Your point being, cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act.
I remember now.
That's enough.
Okay.
Cut the act.
Correction. There.
Researchers' disappearances.
Yes, I ran into
Adler?
a level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology,
Well, did he enlighten you?
Absolutely.
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has.
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly,
I hate
Asta
this.
said,
This is the
"One of
reason
Madame
we're
Herta's
not playing
puppets
Ace
was
Attorney
attacked
games
by
on this
an
channel."
unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances.
Also, why am I the one who gets like interrogated? If I would fucking kidnap Herta.
The space station's automatic
Why would
fire
I do that?
suppression
I can't even
system
stand
was
her.
momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous
I never had a vote to
combustion.
play Danganronpa, sweetheart. That's not me. That's maybe Rika. That's not me.
But
I
there
never
were
even
no
put that
signs
into
of a
the
fire
into a
anywhere
poll.
in the space station.
I'm not letting you guys decide what to play. I'm sorry, you're not getting any, and you are not getting a voice into what we're playing on this channel here, because your guys' opinion is the worst, and you just want to see me suffer.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person,
What would
then the
your
suspicion put
recommendation
on
be,
you
Alba?
would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in
Suffering
the main
is fun.
control room.
Suffering is fun
Let's
for
go.
you.
Huh?
Oh, good job,
What
Alba.
was
Good job.
that?
I am so proud of you. You get a hat pat for that one. Get the biggest hat pat for that. She's. No, they did. Why would they kidnap her?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
What the fuck's going
The
on?
gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can.
Who the hell are these
No
guys?
matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
She's a puppet. I don't think she can like die. Also, Sasha, I'm pretty sure I never put this ever to vote because the only Danganronpa game I own is a shooter one, and I wouldn't play that again. That has to be someone else. I'm not putting games up to votings. I don't. I give you in subattons like the if you reach a certain amount, we're doing that on stream on that very day, but I'm not making votes on an entire game. The only two games that you could like vote to was like Sonic 06 and what was the other one? Sonic Unleashed, but that was with channel points. Hi Games! Oh my god, that's been so long. How are you doing?
A declaration of war and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems
so your
like
questioning was like absolutely useless because it wasn't me, huh?
Than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
Vitamin 2, I still haven't played it.
In the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since.
I got it borrowed from like a work friend,
Would you
but
believe it would be
didn't have the time to play it yet.
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
Are we all just like
the
gonna combust?
destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Me? Sorry,
you have a superior
what?
strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
What are you
If we
talking
did that, we'd be at a
about?
disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can.
Honey, stop
Please
it.
investigate the issue quickly.
Shiro! Shiro! You need to get up? Stop that! Sorry. Do I have a PlayStation 5? I might. I might be owning one. As I said, I got the game from a friend, from a Rick friend. They borrowed it to me. But I just don't have the time to play it. I barely have the time to play anything off stream. So... Come here! Come here! Why are you so fast? Bitch. Okay, we need to go all the way up there.